Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back with you here today with an article from Red State. This is dated June 14th, and it says, new polling out of Gaza and the West Bank paints a grim picture of the future. So we're going to go on to this topic again, and I bring this up because there's a lot of talk out there that not all Palestinians support Hamas, and it's like, well, that's not entirely accurate. So let's go ahead and see what this new polling has to show. It says, have the last 8 months of self-inflicted war driven by Hamas's brutality taught Palestinians anything? The answer appears to be no, with fresh polling painting a grim picture of the future. According to the results, 67% still support the October 7th attacks despite the heavy consequences paid. Further, an astonishing 61% want Hamas to remain the governing authority of Gaza. And I think the last time I saw that, it was like 76%. So it's going down, but I mean, that's still pretty overwhelming that they support Hamas. So, yeah, let's keep going. It says, if you want, I should have said, this is from A.J. Hamilton. Good follow on Twitter. He's definitely on top of the stuff going on in Israel from the American perspective. It says, if you want to understand why there is currently no path to peace, a new survey of Palestinians makes it clear. And it goes over what is said in that previous sentence here. So let's keep going. It says, the story here is not so much the results, but the delusion behind them. You'll notice that it is residents of the West Bank that are the most supportive of Hamas and October 7th. That's notable because they have had to pay none of the costs for that attack. Those in the West Bank live in a reasonably secure area thanks to the IDF, so you're welcome to them. There's a higher standard of living than Gazans, but their instinct is still murderous terrorism and support for Hamas. And what does that say about the prospect of long-term peace? And another embedded tweet here from A.J. Hamilton 29 says, even more revealing about the delusional nature of the Palestinian cause, says majority view armed struggle as the best way to achieve their goals. 65% oppose a two-state solution, even if it means getting a Palestinian state, and 67% believe Hamas will win the war. Well, hate to break it to you guys, it ain't going too well for, well, basically any of that. It says, it's incredible to see that 65% of Palestinians do not want a so-called two-state solution, despite that being the demand of nearly every left-wing Western politician. Yes, because our politicians are stupid, and they're trying to impose what they want on this entire situation, as opposed to what really kind of needs to happen. It says it's incredible. Oh, I read that already. We'll skip down. I'm a dumbass. Let's keep going. It says Palestinians truly believe that they can defeat Israel, kill all the Jews, and take over the entirety of Israel. That's not going to be a thing. It says that has been their pipe dream going back to 1948, and it continues to be ingrained into the populace of Gaza and the West Bank to this day. A whopping 67% said Palestinians also think they will win the culture war. Why did I say culture war? They will win the war currently raging. I think I read that and read culture for some reason. I'm an idiot. I'm really doing good on this one, aren't I? Because I suppose that's arguable depending on how you define victory. If Israel were to accept something akin to the White House ceasefire deal, which kept Hamas in power while spending billions to rebuild Gaza, then I suppose that winning the war would be, or winning the war in a sense, or that would be winning the war in a sense. I cannot read. I'm astonished at myself. So still, I don't think that's what Palestinians have in mind. Rather, they see winning as a total destruction of Israel, and that's apparent when you take all their responses in context. This is why we will likely never be a lasting peace. Instead of seeking some semblance of civilization, Palestinians are content to keep perpetuating their death cult. The uncomfortable reality is that not all cultures are created equal, they don't all long for freedom, and they aren't all bent toward basic human morality. And there's a number of reasons for that, and this is I should mention, it's by a guy named Bonchi. I don't know his real name, but follow him on Twitter as well. I assume it's a dude, even though it's a picture of Jerry Seinfeld. But again, good follow on Twitter, very common sense sort of stuff. But yeah, I mean, this is something that's been said a million times, though, is that the folks in those areas over there, they support Hamas, and they still do. Even after getting razed to the ground in Gaza, they're still like, nope, that's it. So you got to de-radicalize the population there, and I'm not the guy to really talk about that because I don't know what can be done to do that. But that needs to be done so that if you want a real two-state solution where everybody is living in peace, that needs to happen first and foremost. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.